Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be telling you about Ismail and the fact that he's just recently been diagnosed with autism. Now this is going to be a short video because autism is such a large spectrum on such a large scale that, truth be told, to cover it in one video would be way too much. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment, and then I will do a more in-depth video on autism and how Ismail's doing and how he's getting on. I will leave all my social media information in this video, so you be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll also be giving you my email address. Now you might be wondering, why would I share this information with the world out there? Truth is, when I first started this channel, I made a promise to myself that I would share everything, the highs and the lows of my life, and this is obviously a low point of my life, and I just want it to be a part of you guys as well. In my channel, I want to be as truthful and as honest and as open as possible with my viewers. I want to show you the real life that I have and not a sort of a picture perfect, and that's the reason I am sharing this information. I feel like when you're watching somebody's channel, you become a part of their life and they become a part of yours, and so that's the reason I want to share this with you, because I want you to go through this life journey with me together. Also, it's like when you're watching a soap. When you watch a soap, you get attached to that soap and the characters, except this isn't a soap, it's real life. And my final reason for sharing this video is because I want to raise autism awareness. Let's start with, what is autism? Autism, also known as ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. Now, I've got this definition off the internet, and autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how people perceive the world and interact with others. Like I said before, because autism is on such a large spectrum, on such a large scale, I can't cover it in this video. So the thing that I'm going to be doing is telling you about Ismail and his traits. And what you can do is find so much information online, and I will give you the websites that my paediatrician has given me. So if you want to know more about it, you can look into that. If after watching this video you feel like that your child might be autistic or are showing some of the traits and you're a bit concerned, then please do refer to your GP and get them to refer you to a paediatrician. Now, before I go into telling you the traits of Ismail, you might be wondering what's taking so long to diagnose Ismail. Now, for those of you that don't know, Ismail is going to be 4 on the 6th of February, and what's taken the doctor so long is, number one, he's also got a genetic disorder. It's a chromosome 12 deletion, and some of those traits are similar to autism, so the doctors were trying to narrow it down and see whether it is autism or whether it's a chromosome or whether it's general developmental delay. Because Ismail does have a chromosome 12 deletion, it made it harder to diagnose the autism. I will be doing a more in-depth video on his chromosome deletion, so be sure to tune in for that. Another reason is because Ismail was our first child, we didn't really pick up on the fact that he was delayed, what he should or shouldn't be doing at his age. Also, in all honesty, when I had Ismail, I went through severe postnatal depression, so I didn't really raise Ismail. It was my husband and my family. Again, I am going to do a more in-depth video on postnatal depression because it's something that is very personal and close to my heart, and I really want to help people and raise awareness on that as well. Another thing is that Ismail is actually very good at making eye contact. He's good at building social relations, so he'll play with other kids. He doesn't really have a problem with new situations and that. So for that reason, these are some common traits of autistic children, and because he didn't have them, Again, it was like, is he or is he not autistic? The final reason, in all honesty, is because we were let down with all the health professionals in Ismail's life. All we ever heard from the beginning was, oh, he's delayed, they'd come and see him, yes, your boy's delayed, and that would be it. So it came to a point where we really had to fight for it, and then finally got a diagnosis. I do feel grateful that, and it is a relief that, yes, he's got a diagnosis, because now it's like we know what's wrong with him, we can address it, and we can get all the help and support possible for Ismail and give him a normal life. So let's look at the traits that Ismail has, which has enabled the doctors to diagnose him and which would make you see that he's autistic. So the first one would be when Ismail's excited, he just loves to flap his hands, and he can get really excited and clench his fists and his teeth. Another one would be tiptoeing. Ismail tiptoes a lot. Another one would be he likes just to repeat things, so repetitiveness on a particular toy or a book or a certain page, you know. He just likes to go over it and over it and over it, or do the same thing over and over and over again. One of the main things with Ismail, which is very common in autistic children, is that he doesn't really have any speech, and the little speech that he does have, it's not clear what he's trying to say. And another thing is that he loves to bang objects or toys or whatever possible he can bang. He likes the banging sensation instead of playing with toys, you know, like a car, for example. Instead of, you know, rolling it back and forth, you know, he will just get it and bang, 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 which is quite an autistic trait. Also, when Ismail's excited, he likes to shake his head side to side, and he loves to rock as well. And another thing is that when he's eating food, he stores it in his mouth for, you know, it can be several hours, and he chokes easily on food or drink. Another autistic trait, I mean, Ismail doesn't have this thankfully, is autistic children sometimes bang their head, so it can be on a wall or the floor or on a radiator. Their brain won't register that, you know, they can hurt themselves very badly. And another trait is that they can have like an unusual attachment to a particular object. So for example, Ismail, he's really attached to like the Hoover or mops or brushes, you know, so he's not really attached to toys, but, you know, cleaning products, if you say. Finish your food, please. Ismail, can you finish your food, please? No, don't do that, please.
See, that's enough.
I do want to also point out that sometimes, you know, I don't want you to look at this video and think, my kid loves to rock or shake his head, you know, and just think, oh, is he autistic? Because sometimes just normal children do these things. So it doesn't mean that if your child has one or two of these things that you think, and you start panicking like, oh, my child might be autistic, you know, normal children sometimes can do some of these things. It's not a big deal. But as I've explained before, if you have a concern, go to your GP, talk to them, and, you know, if you're really concerned, ask them to refer you to a paediatrician. Don't take no for an answer. Truth is, it's your child. You need to push and fight as hard as possible for your child. I mean, I'm just going to tell you in short, because like I said, I will do another in-depth video about what happened with Ismail, how we got to where we are, why it's taken so long. But the truth is that you need to push and fight for your child, because sometimes you go to doctors and they don't listen or they take no notice. So until you don't push and fight, you know, sometimes you won't get anywhere. We put our trust in these doctors, and the truth is, and it is sad to say, that at times they do let us down. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and useful. Because this is something new to me, I am looking, you know, for people to leave comments and help and support, because I do feel a bit lost. Even though there's a lot of information online, I am actually looking for parents that have got autistic children, and, you know, just to interact with the community out there. So like I said before, I will link my social media information and my email. Please remember to give this video a like, leave a comment and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.